Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to explain you the poem, The Ball poem, which is written by John Berryman. So, just see about the poet. A scholar and professor as well as poet, John Berryman is best known for the Dream Songs, which he wrote in 1969, an intensely personal sequence of 385 poems which brought him the Pulitzer Prize and National Book Award. In these, he invented a style and form able to accommodate a vast range of material while expressing his turbulent emotions. Theme of the poem. In this poem, John Berryman tells us about our reactions at some material loss. A boy loses a ball. He is very upset at the loss. Buying a new ball does not cost much. It is also easily available. But the poet wants the child to understand and accept the loss. He wants him to also learn to overcome the loss himself. See, dear children, all of us possess something to which we are very attached to. If that particular thing, let's talk about the material thing, if that particular thing is lost, we really become upset. Though we can buy a new thing which is similar to that, yeah, we can say exact copy of that, but the emotion which is attached to that particular one which we have lost is unparalleled. This poem has a surface meaning as well as deeper meaning also. If we read between the lines, we will see that the ball symbolizes our family of friends whom we love, and the loss of the ball symbolizes their death. As we grow older, we will become more and more accustomed to seeing our loved ones die. We will learn how to deal with such a loss and to move on from it as well. See in our weirdest thoughts also, we cannot think of our closed one dying. We cannot think of even parting with them. But this is the very harsh truth of life, that the one who is born has to die, and we have to anyhow part with our loved ones, but we have to overcome that loss. We will have to learn to overcome that loss and to a, move forward in life. We will learn how to deal with such a loss and to move on from it as well. Death may grieve us or cause us to feel depressed, but sooner or later we must overcome those feelings and start living our normal lives again. So this is the poem all about. Let's see first four line of the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there it is in the water. So the poet is talking about a boy who has lost his ball. He wants to know about him and his reaction because he has lost his ball. So the poet is sitting there and he's watching a boy. He's playing with the ball and now the ball is lost. So he wants to know what is the actual feeling of the boy. What is he feeling now? Further, he asks to himself that what this boy will do after losing his ball. The poet has seen the ball going away from the boy. He says that the ball was cheerfully jumping up and down in the street. This means that when the ball escaped from the boy's hand, it went into the street and later on it fell into the nearby river. Now let's see lines 5 to 10. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. As he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. When the young boy loses his ball, It bounces away and lands into the harbor. The boy is very much troubled at the loss of his ball and plunges into grief. He is grief stricken seeing that he has lost his ball and is not able to find his ball in that gloomy river. He stands stiff and trembling while staring his ball. He is upset as he looks into the gloomy water because he cannot find the ball. The boy is profoundly affected by the loss of his ball because it has been with him for a long time. When the ball bounces into the water, all his memories of the childhood days flashes in front of him. See, each one of us have lost something or the other. If we talk about the material things, maybe a simple pencil or an eraser, and when you were a child, those things matters a lot. You used to cry for this. Remember? I hope you remember that in the school when you somebody stole your pencil, you used to cry for that pencil. I want that particular pencil. It has that particular mark. It's what it was not that the similar pencils were not available in the market, but the thing that you used to feel attached to that pencil. That's why you want that pencil. So here also, when the boy's ball is lost, all the memories that started flashing in front of him. How he used to play with the ball, maybe the one who has gifted the ball, how he got his ball, all those things started flashing in front of him. This leads to a realization that those moments would not come back. So, exactly the moments which you have already lived, those moments you cannot relive, those moments cannot come back again, right? That's why it is said enjoy every moment of your life, because you cannot get back those moments, you cannot relive those moments. Moreover, the poet says that he does not want to intervene the boy's thoughts, as through this experience the boy will learn the meaning of loss on his own and how to cope up with it. See, a very simple example I want to give. If I have taken the example of pencil, let's talk about that only. See, when you loses your pen, when you lost, sorry, when you were small, you lost your pencil and you went home and you told your mom or dad, "Ki the pencil which you have given me, I have lost." If your parents there and then they tell you it's you have lost is now it's your responsibility. I'm not going to buy you another one. Okay? That very moment you would have learned to keep your things properly, you would have become a responsible person, right? If you would have went and you have told your parents that I have lost your pencil, and then the parents gave the reminder, "No, koi baat nahi beta, I will buy you a new one." There and then that realization, that responsibility had gone. You would never realize, you would never become responsible because you are very sure that you have lost it, you will get another one. But once your parents, if they say that this is your responsibility, I'm not going to get you another one, the very moment you will start learn how to keep your things properly and how to take care of your possessions. Further, the poet doesn't offer him money to buy another ball because that would be worthless. See here, the word dime means 10 cents. Worthless means it will be of no use, though he can get him a new ball, but that new ball will not value anymore. Lines 11 to 14. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls, balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. The the boy is upset when he looks into the gloomy water because he cannot find the ball. This is when he gets his first sense of responsibility. There he learns that he has to be careful with his possessions. The poet suggests that from the loss of the ball, the boy is learning what it means to lose something in a world of possessions, where he will lose things, will buy some more to replace the ones lost, but would never be able to buy back the things that he had lost. Got it? The poet is saying that in this world, people are there to take away your things. है ना? They will be there to take away your things. And the things which you will be, which the things which you will lose will never come back. Maybe you can buy the new one, but the lost one, it's lost, it's gone. So now you have to be very responsible, whether it is the material things or whether it is your personal relations or whether your people, you have to take care of them, you have to take care of those positions. In this poem, the boy's ball personifies his young days and happy innocence and all the materialistic things. In this world, people will take balls just as they will take away your innocence and force you to grow up. Many times you must have heard your parents or your relatives are saying, stop behaving childish, तुम बड़े हो गए हो, ऐसे क्यों behave करते हो, ऐसे क्यों. But keep the child alive in you always. And once you lose this innocence, you can never get it back. Balls will be lost always, and no one buys a ball back. No one will come and give you, you take your, this is your innocence, you take your position, this is your position. Nobody is going to do that. The world, what you see right now, it's not like that. Once you enter the world outside, it's quite a different world where people, they are there to pull you down. Every time they are going to pull you down, but you have to fight back and come back. So he wants him to learn the first lesson of responsibility, that he is responsible for everything which he possesses. It is his duty to keep them safe. See here, the everything means the relationship, the material things, the people. It's the duty of ours to keep them safe. Nobody will come and work for us, right? The poet thus makes the boy understand about his responsibility at the loss, as the loss is immaterial. Money is external, as it cannot buy memories. It can buy you the material things, but it cannot buy you the memories. It cannot buy you the moments, right? Nor can it replace the things that we love, the things that really matter. Whatever thing you possess, you know the importance of that thing. Nobody else will come and explain you that, right? Lines 15 to 18. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes this epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. The poet suggests that from the loss of the ball, the boy is learning how to stand up in a world of possessions. He personifies the ball as his belongings, be it the worldly things or the relationship he is in possession of. The boy is learning what it means to lose something. My dear children, believe me, the world outside is different what you are or what you feel the world is. It is entirely different. The people, they are waiting to lay hold of your positions. So there you have to work hard to be responsible to take care of positions where it is, whether it is materialistic or whether it is personal. The boy is learning what it means to lose something. The poet says that, knowing that every man has to stand up after such losses. The boy too will learn how to stand up and leave the losses behind, as he would have understood the true meaning and nature of loss. This particular losing the ball will teach the boy to be responsible in life. From this very day, he will start being responsible. He will take care of his things. He will learn to how to cope up with the miseries of life. This particular ball will teach, losing a ball will teach the harsh realities of life to him. This means that the boy is trying to learn the real truth of life, which states that you have to accept the miseries of life and stand up again. This is the truth which everyone has to learn in his life or her life. The harsh truth of standing up against the odd miseries of life that everyone has to bear. See, dear children, the life is not a bed of roses only, and you all are very well aware that with roses comes the thorns. So learn to cope up with those thorns, to overcome with those difficulties, and learn to be responsible. Once you be responsible, you will learn to overcome all the miseries in life. We see, if we lose some, we have seen people, if we may not have suffered, but we have seen our closed one or our friends losing someone very close. So you cannot sit and mourn for the whole life for the loss. What you have to do, you have to get up, you have to overcome that, and you have to move forward in life. If you will sit and mourn, you will lag behind, you will remain behind in this world, right? So from now onwards also, be responsible for whatever you possess. I'm not talking about the relationships only, be it is the material thing also. Be a responsible one. What the message this poem conveys to us? The message of the poem, the ball poem, is that we get things in our life which become a part of our lives. We feel that they will always remain with us, but this is not the truth, right? Be it is a materialistic things, be it our personal relations, be our relatives, our mom, dad, anyone. Thus, we form an attachment with them. However, a day comes when the thing is no more with us. At such a situation, we feel depressed and hopeless. According to the poet, losing our possessions is a harsh reality of our life on earth. We cannot get away from it. Hence, we have to face such a situation and then try to move on in our lives. Hope you have understood the poem. Hope you have understood the message conveyed by the poem. Please, if you haven't understood, please feel free to ask me on my personal WhatsApp number. On the next slides, literary devices are given. Please go through it. Most of them you have already done before. So just, if you want, you can write in your book also. But my suggestion will be, please write down in your notebook so that it will be, whenever you want, you can go through it. Or if you want, you can write in your books also. With this, we come to the end of this poem. Hope you have understood. Stay safe, be at home. Have a great day. Bye bye.